Hey guys, how's it going? Have another piece of terrain here. I wanted to all show you I put together. So if you've watched anything else, you'll kind of know the standard sort of piece of plywood at the bottom with grass. I mean, not grass. Sorry, I'm saying grass. With sand that's been glued on. But anyway, so what this is sort of a toxic waste dump, and this is how it looks like all the way around. I know I was kind of lazy. I didn't put anything on the back of here. So if you're attentive at all, you kind of know what these things are already. So I wanted to have something that looked kind of dangerous, sort of abandoned for a while, and now all the sort of toxic waste starting to leak out because things are breaking down. So I'm going to go through what the various materials are. What this is here is a Q-tip box I got from Publix grocery store. Yes, I used all the Q-tips in it before I decided to make something out of it. I didn't just buy it and throw it away. I highly suggest everybody who wants to try something like this, when they buy the Q-tip box, they use all of them because they probably got nasty ass ears. So these are, regular, soda cans. The reason why this worked out so well was because this surface, although it has texture, you have this sort of indentations here. You have flat areas that can hold and at level sort of level. Anyways, y'all know what I mean. Just some place where I could put something on top. Again, these are straws. Now I've seen various tutorials on how to make pipes with straws. A lot of them use the sort of the bendy part, the kind of accordion looking part of the straw. I don't know what it's called. I just don't like the way it looks. So what I ended up doing was taking a straw and you cut a triangle, or no, a diamond out of one side of it and just kind of fold it over. If anyone's really interested, I can do a video on how to do that. But next part, so after I glued this down and these onto it and this onto it, I then went through and I did my sort of sand thing that I do. Now, it was really important for me to give this sort of, not a flat look, but sort of a rolling look, because I wanted ooze to come out of it, and I want it to look like it had pooled. So we have this sort of elevated part of the sand, and then this dip down for the ooze. And as you can see, it's kind of the sand really rolls to give the earth sort of this really nice texture and I guess maybe geography, I don't know. Hills, we got hills. The next thing is I spray painted the entire thing black, went back and spray painted this gray, obviously, and then I put on these little symbols. This is just paper. I found some, biohazard signs on the internet, printed them out on a color printer, and just glued them on. Then I went back and dry brushed red and gray and lighter gray on it, just give sort of a rust look. Next was the ooze, and the way I did the ooze was, all I took was Elmer's glue. I watered it down just a little bit, and then I made a mixture of, see, I got these Reaper paints. Where is it? I took this Reaper paint, what is it, Jade Green, and mixed it with some Delta Cream Co. plain yellow to make it sort of this boogery looking sort of yellowish greenish ooze. So here you can obviously see where this ooze is coming out, and all I did was take some glue, wait for it to dry just a little bit, because you want it to be really tacky sort of, and I just kind of worked it in there and then made sure I had some drops sort of coming out looking like it had, it's still continuing to pour out. And then I took some of my Tombskin skulls and I, sunk it in there. I don't know if y'all can see that really. Let me get it a little. I can't see it. There we go. So you can see a skull and get like a skeleton hand. Like something had wandered in there and didn't quite make it out. And then here you've got ooze coming out of the pipe because they broke in, and then you got the ooze coming out the side of here, and it's not quite coming out as much, so it's kind of dried a little bit. So the whole thing is you've got this old, busted down biohazard thing, and everything's dead except you've got some algae kind of growing around it, far away from the ooze, but it's hospitable enough for, things that can grow. But finally, on top of all this, so you have the earth around here is being destroyed by this ooze. Nothing can live. But above, you've got these pools of water that have come, and I kind of did the same thing here. This is just glue and blue paint that's kind of dried. I may go back with some realistic water put together by the trains. I wouldn't know who does that. Woodland Scenics. There we go. Woodland Scenics. They make that sort of realistic water stuff you can put in there. I'll probably go back and put some of that in there. But I did it the same way I did this. But the whole thing is, so you've got water pooling up here, and then you've got these sort of plants that are starting to grow up and around and down, because it's safe and a nice environment, plenty of water up here, and you've got these plants growing down along the side, and I kind of pulled it around the other side over here too, to give it sort of that the industry is destroying the earth, but new life is found within the industry sort of deal. I don't know. All I know is that if you throw some guys on there, it looks pretty sweet. That's all I know. Anyways, alright, hope you guys enjoy it.